Got this panel down. Thumping. This side's not done yet, obviously. The new Polk is nice. They sound really good. The Polk has, I gotta say, all the reviews I read are right. It just has incredible bass for a 6x9. The DXI series 6x9s. Now's the time to get them too, by the way, if they're phasing out last year's speakers before summer. And these are basically half price. I got them for less because I got a buddy there who got me an open box at Best Buy, but they're under 115, I think, for a pair of those. And last year, just a few months ago at Christmas, they were 179 or 189 or something like that. So they're really clean. I'm really impressed. It's a DXI series Polk audio. Anyway, and yes, it's Beastie Boys, I know. Alright, so I managed to get back and at least do this, and I wanted to... There's my antenna. Okay, so I have actually a lock and one hinge on the bottom so that I can kind of I can always put two, it doesn't matter, it's going through carpet, and then I can always manipulate it a little bit later. But the lock does work, and I have tool shelf stuff for the back of this and the sides. So I'm going to do that with E6000 adhesive, and just basically, actually on the sides I'm going to just do this brush on stuff that will make it black. But I use this type of lock, and I put on the 180 degree camber, and it will so this hinge has a little bit of play in it because it's meant for two on a cabinet or something like that. So, but it works and it's snug. I just have to hot knife the corners, but it at least locks so that I can, when I have the top off, somebody'd have to struggle a little bit. I used two pieces of right here hanging down a little bit of 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch wood, and JB welded that in there as stops to stop this from going in any further. But I have to do the little bit of the corners. I can add that stuff. I'm pretty good with the carpet, so but it came out pretty clean, and I got it under, I cut it and heated just the top edges so that I could get it under the trim, and got this side's trim back on. I'm going to have to go to Lowe's or somewhere and source out some of these, because I only have two left. But I cut this right to the corner, and there's actually enough to go under the trim there. And it's not such a big deal that I can't just do this over and pull the screws out a bit, cut this carpet off, pull the light out, cut the carpet off, and loosen the speaker a little bit, and then slide some other stuff under it. It would be kind of a pain, but I was going to use this leather type tool drawer liner. But I don't know, I just like the carpet, man. It's carpet. Anyway, wanted to show you what I was doing. That's actually what my idea was with this. And of course, obviously, yes, somebody could just unscrew the things there, but they're going to have to, you know, go through a little effort at least to get in here and work on, you know, get into the back of my truck and work on it and such, you know, just the same will be over here. And then I'll have Torx bit screws over here to hold in the hinge. And over here, obviously. And then, for now, I'm just going to tack up some something just to cover that for now. And I don't really care. I'm not going to cover the whole thing. It's not like a fashion show yet. But I think this came out pretty good as compared to that cheesy panel stuff. And the back of the panels on the important parts, like around the speaker, I have dampening. So, yeah, I know. But that's wrapping pretty hard on there. This is on the door. So, it really is effective. No ping! And let me just say, what an absolute PITA, you know, it's Yoda-Tech, I know, doing this all. But once you figure it out, then it's like bzz, 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 with a jigsaw and you're done. It's pretty cake. So I can highly recommend the 1/2-inch Birchwood homemade panel as a thicker, sturdier alternative. I'm going to mount 4, one here, one towards the front past the second part of the roll bar, of these hooks. I have extra ones that are black that I got out of a 2nd gen 4Runner. So anyway, I've been just lambasted today and yesterday with stuff to do, you know, aside from the truck and getting ready and all that. So it's a miracle I was able to even finish this, which actually you can see it's pretty close to the roof. I got it as close as I could because of the style of crossbars that this has. But this thing is solid. And I'm going to use, for now, rabbit post, rabbit fence, which is 1x1, pretty hard mesh, wire mesh that's galvanized. It's, you know, it's meant not to rust as easy. And it's going to go across and just get zip tied to these little hooks right here. These are actually the holes where your top goes on, and this is what the guy had originally, and it's about 60 pounds, this thing. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking, but it's like, it's 1/2-inch, real 1/2-inch plywood. I don't know if it's oak or what, but man, this thing is so heavy. Kind of defeats the whole purpose of having the wrap. I mean, I could use it for now. It would be good in that way, because I could just pop it up there, but I think it'd be easier just to cut some rabbit fence wiring, rabbit fencing, and slap it up there. And I got some cleaning to do, but it's coming along. You know, I also got for the driver's side, I got a slip over, you know, thrash cover for wheeling. It's actually for that, and I think I got 5 of them or so for $11 on like a killer sale. They're normally like $7 each. So they're by you know, mossy oak or something like that. And they hold up really well, and they repel water. So not that that's super important, but you know, if I get mud all over me or something like that, I don't have to worry about it. But I think that came out pretty well. I don't really care if it's perfect or anything for now, because I can always redo the door, and I've thought about it, and I probably will redo it with this, just the door. So the door will have that, and have a perfect little cutout for the lock, and the hinges. And that'll be that. All right. Take care, guys.